Hi, welcome to another Power Blast podcast. Are you thinking about starting to exercise or perhaps starting a fitness program? Congrats. Deciding is the first step. And so that's good for you. Here are a few more steps to take you toward a healthy, fit lifestyle. Stay tuned. Hey, my friend Perry Tinsley here, creator of the Power Blast podcast, the power of possibility, passion, and purpose. And man, beginning an exercise program or just exercise in general, may be one of the best things that you can do for yourself, not only for your health, but for so many other reasons that can just give you a great quality of life. Everything from more energy, better sleep, improved self-esteem, mindset, balance, coordination, confidence, reducing chronic health risks, a whole lot more. There's a lot of benefits to it, but here are some things to consider when you're starting a fitness program, especially if you haven't exercised in a long time or ever, and you're wondering where to start. Tip number one is you really need to assess your fitness level. Now, I know when I started, I thought I was in way better shape than I was, and I'm glad I just didn't go full out on the very first exercise because I might have taken myself out of commission. But after consulting your doctor, of course, do a fit test of some sort to give you a baseline of where you're starting out. That way, you have something to measure yourself against your progress. Now, I know doing a fit test at the beginning, even taking before pictures, can sometimes be deflating. Like, gosh, how did I let myself go for so long? Or how am I so out of shape? But you want to do this step so that when you're getting in shape and you're getting more fit, you can look back and you can see the progress of where you've come. Now, there's various fit tests out there to measure your aerobic, your strength, your flexibility. I'll pop a few of those into the show notes that you can use, but they're pretty straightforward. You'll also want to take some measurements with your weight, your chest, your stomach, your hips, your thighs, and arms, doing tape measure on those things, and obviously scale for weight, and also calculate your BMI, your body mass index. I'll pop a note into the show notes also on how to go about doing those, but definitely you want to assess where you're starting from. The next step is to create your own fitness program or do a pre-designed one that's already been created by somebody. That way, you can get the results from the way they designed and intended the workout program. Having a plan to follow makes it easier for consistency. It's something that shows you what to do each day as opposed to winging it. I've got a lot of friends out there. I'm like, oh, whatever I feel like that day. And while they exercise and it's great, they often complain about not getting results, not being able to do things or not seeing some of the results that they thought they would do just by doing their own thing. And while you can create and design your own thing, sometimes people just don't follow the plan. They just like whatever I'm feeling like today. And sometimes that can, just over a long period of time, that can end up not yielding the results that you're hoping to get. So first of all, definitely consider your fitness goals. Are you starting a fitness program to help you lose weight? Or maybe it's another one with maybe you've got another motivation in there. Maybe you're wanting to train for a half marathon or a marathon or one of those Tough Mudder sort of races. Having clear goals in mind, it helps you gauge your progress. It helps you stay motivated. So you want to create a balanced routine. I recommend something with a combination of strength and core, cardio, and flexibility. So make sure you just create your plan ahead of time. If you want to do it in 5-day chunks or 7-day chunks, you can. What I've often recommended to groups that I've run, for people that want to design their own is, create either a 4-day plan, a 5-day plan, or follow a program plan. What I mean by that is like a 4-day plan is where you'll have 2 workout days and then do a rest day, and then have 2 more workout days and then do a couple more rest days. For example, right now I'm doing a Monday, Thursday Rest day is on Wednesday. Then I do Thursday, Friday, and then rest day is on Saturday and Sunday. And usually those off days, I'll do something sort of like foam rolling or stretching or some sort of recovery during those. But it's doing those and ideally having a combination of workouts that, that mix, maybe one day strength, the next day's cardio with core mixed in. Or in my case, with the 4-day one, I'm doing strength, cardio, and core all those days. You can get through it in about 30, 40 minutes. So just having that combination and working with the strength, one day one might be just working on the chest and the back. Another day would be maybe shoulders and arms. Another day would be legs, things like that. And maybe the last day is on a total body as far as the strength goes. Then adding in some cardio stuff and some core. A 5-day plan, basically you're just looking at your week and just picking what 2 days do I want as my rest days. And then go and pick 2 cardio days, 2 strength days, and 1 flex core day. Following a program plan, that's just following whatever the program is. It's following it as designed, the way the trainer intended, whether you're following something on Daily Burn or Open Fit or Beachbody or CrossFit, or maybe it's a boutique gym, or maybe you've got a gym membership where you've got a plan that you've been given there. It's following whatever they've laid out because they designed it to help you get the best results. They didn't design it to say, here, make up your own routine. Also, here's another key one. This is going to be a big one for you. Create a no matter what workout. Those are exercises or a workout routine that you will commit to no matter what for a minimum of 10 minutes. Just in case you end up being unmotivated, too tired, no energy, you're sad, you're upset, the dog chewed up something, you're in a rush, you feel under the weather, you're on a vacation, you're on a trip. Okay, you get the idea. Getting down to no matter what, that is a game changer for you because not only does it keep your body moving consistently every day, but it empowers your brain. It makes your brain realize that you are a person who shows up to exercise no matter what. You're empowering yourself, and at least you did something. I made a contract with myself years ago. I got to show up at least for 15 minutes. If I'm not feeling it after 15 minutes, I'll call it a day. And most of the time after 15 minutes, I got into such momentum, I kept the workout going. And little no matter what workouts can be anything from yoga to HIIT, that's high intensity interval training. You can go to YouTube and YouTube couch exercises and find out what's there. A treadmill, bike, crunches, getting out to walk or run if it's nice out, stretching, jumping jacks. Even picking a series of 10 different moves and each one you do for a minute. Just get creative. But this is your backup plan for when barriers and obstacles happen, and they will happen. There's going to be things that take you out of the game. I'm too sore. I'm too this. I twisted this. Create a no matter what plan. And my other tip there is to start slow, progress. Start kind of like a low tempo and progress slowly. It's progress over perfection. You want to build up consistent habit to do that. Tip number 3 is to look at your fitness assets. Getting good shoes for exercising. Go to your shoe store and ask, what would be the best one if I'm doing some cross training, or I'm doing running, or I'm going to be doing yoga. A lot of times people do yoga in bare feet. But to do that, if you're planning to invest in exercise equipment, choose something that's practical and enjoyable to use, that you actually will see yourself doing and using and making the most of that investment. And list all of the assets that you have available to you for exercising. And let me explain what that means. Think of what you've tried before, or maybe perhaps given up on. Maybe you have some old equipment that just became an elaborate coat hanger. Maybe you've got some old programs that you bought off an infomercial. Or maybe you have a gym membership that keeps dinging your credit card all the time, but you haven't been going to. Maybe you got some nutrition programs, or maybe there's a park outside nearby you, an accountability buddy that you can have as a resource, streaming services that exist, some DVDs or VHS tapes, if you even have a player for that. So get those down and consider those. Consider using also perhaps fitness apps or a smart device for tracking your activity. That's a big one. Speaking of tracking activity, we want to make sure you do that. So my next tip is to just get started. Do it now. Do it now. Do it now. Not next week, not next month, not on Monday, unless today's Monday, not next year. The time for taking action is now. Start slowly, build up gradually, give yourself plenty of time to warm up and time to cool down. You can start with an easy walk or gentle stretching and just show up for yourself no matter what. You are building a habit. It's going to take time. You're going to have barriers. You won't be motivated. You show up anyway. You get creative. Bicycling, walking, rowing, a weekend hike with the family, spending an evening out dancing, finding activities that you enjoy and that get your body moving. You were born to move. Listen to your body. If you feel pain, shortness of breath, dizziness, stuff like that, take a break. You might be pushing yourself too hard. I've had those moments at times. It's be flexible with yourself, but also watch out for the excuses. If you're not feeling it, just give yourself grace and permission to take a day off or so, but don't make it a week off or 2 weeks off. Turn that into a habit. And like I said, with the devices, track your progress. Redo that fit test every 4 to 6 weeks. Track your measurements, track your inches, your weights, or your weight. Take the before and after pictures, or before and journey pictures, I guess I should say. Your before pictures, and then every 30 days you're taking new pictures. When you slide those side by side, after 60, 90, 120 days, you're going to be blown away at the progress. And I will post a link in the show notes on how you can go about what pictures to take along the way, so you have those. And if you're not happy with them, just take them. Don't share them with anybody else. Just hide them away in an album. And if you can, journal how you're feeling along the way and what changes and experiences that you're having. That will fuel your motivation even when you start to reflect back on when you started. And if you lose motivation, set some new goals or try a new activity. And remember your no matter what workout. Spice it up with variety. Get support. Exercise with a friend or take a class at a fitness center. That may help freshen things up. Starting an exercise program, it's an important decision, but it doesn't have to be overwhelming. Takes careful planning, so make sure you pace yourself, and that will help you be consistent and make fitness stick for a lifetime. And if you find that you've been struggling for a long time and stuck on that fitness roller coaster where you start and then you stop and you get off track and then you start again, and that just seems to happen, and you keep finding that there's barriers and obstacles every step of the way, always trying to sidetrack you. If that's you, then you'll want to sign up for my next free 5-day workshop. Give me 5 days and you're going to crack the code on building lean muscle, having the endless energy, burning the stubborn fat, no matter what plan you create or what eating program you're following. Some of what you get in that workshop, we go through how to target the hidden mental, emotional barriers that hold you back. We work on a lot of mindset stuff, how to crush your top limiting belief so that you stay laser focused on your goals and take action to achieve them. And I give you my step-by-step framework to design and bust through your top barriers and have a solid game plan for achieving every one of those health and fitness goals that you have. And stopping the guilt from avoiding your exercise, from your gym memberships or the equipment that you bought. And maybe it's the elliptical or the bike that you bought a few years ago, and now it's a coat hanger. And I give you a game plan. I kind of gave you a little framework today, but I give you a game plan that you can finally start creating that healthy lifestyle of your dreams, even if you think you've tried everything. So if you're someone who always starts and stops your exercise plan, or you feel guilty and frustrated and eventually ignore your fitness goals year after year, or you're just bummed every time you have to go and buy new clothing, or mad because the results never seem to come fast enough, and you're just too tired and you have no time, But you know you need to do something? Join me for the free 5-day online workshop. It's really time to break out of the monotonous routine and turn everything that you think you know about fitness, energy, nutrition, and weight loss, we flip it completely upside down. The link to sign up for the next one is upsidedownfit.com. And here's another tool. To boost your mindset and stay confident, it's to grab my free Success Habits Master List. That is packed with routines, rituals, and tips and strategies to move you from feeling chaotic, overwhelmed, to feeling grateful, happy, healthy, focused, fulfilled. And that's absolutely free. You can get that at morningsuccesshabits.com. That's all I have for this week. I thank you so much for tuning in and appreciate you so much. And if you share this with anybody that you know could get some value, please do share it. And don't forget to subscribe, leave an honest rating and review in your podcast app. That helps other people get value. And if you're over on YouTube, youtube.com/ptinsley, don't forget to subscribe there and check out the show. You can check out the video version there, and I'm waving at you. Plus, I think, when you get over there and you give an honest rating and review, the universe will reward you with positive vibes. You absolutely rock, my friend. That's all I have for this week. And as always, remember, it's never too late. We'll see you next week.